The impact of social media on Western and Asian life. Introduction, definition of social media, overview of social media platforms popular in both Western and Asian regions, e.g., Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, versus WeChat, Weibo, TikTok. The rise of social media as a global phenomenon, the purpose of comparing Western and Asian contexts. Historical context, the evolution of social media in the West, focus on the US and Europe. The evolution of social media in Asia, focus on China, India, Japan, South Korea, and Southeast Asia. Early adoption trends and cultural factors influencing social media use in both regions. Cultural differences in social media usage. Western culture. Emphasis on individualism, freedom of expression, and open communication. The role of social media in political activism, e.g., Arab Spring, Black Lives Matter. Use of social media for personal branding and influencer culture. Asian culture, emphasis on collectivism, community, and respect for authority. The role of social media in maintaining social harmony and collective identity. Social media and its role in national pride and soft power, e.g., K-pop's global influence. Social media and identity, Western perspective. Social media as a tool for self-expression and identity formation. The rise of niche communities and the concept of digital tribes. Social media and mental health. Effects of comparison culture and cyberbullying. Asian perspective, the importance of conformity and societal expectations in online identity. The role of social media in reinforcing traditional values versus enabling modern identities. Mental health concerns in Asia, stress from academic performance, family expectations, and social media pressure. Economic impact of social media, Western perspective. Social media as a platform for entrepreneurship and e-commerce. The gig economy and the rise of digital nomads, the impact of social media on traditional business models and advertising. Asian perspective, the booming e-commerce market in Asia, e.g., Alibaba, Flipkart. Social media as a driver for the informal economy, e.g., small businesses on WeChat. The rise of social commerce and live streaming sales in China. Political influence and social media, Western perspective. The role of social media in elections and democratic processes, e.g., Cambridge Analytica, Russian interference. Social media as a platform for dissent and protest, e.g., Occupy Wall Street. Concerns about misinformation, fake news, and echo chambers. Asian perspective, the use of social media by governments for propaganda and control, e.g., China's Great Firewall. Social media and political activism in Asia, e.g., Hong Kong protests, India's farmer protests. The role of social media in shaping public opinion and national policies. Social media and youth, Western perspective, social media as a central aspect of youth culture, e.g., Snapchat, TikTok. The impact on academic performance, social skills, and relationships. The influence of Western pop culture and trends on global youth through social media. Asian perspective, the rise of digital youth culture in Asia, e.g., J-pop, K-pop. The pressure of academic success and the role of social media in stress management. Social media as a platform for youth activism and social change. The role of social media in shaping public discourse. Western perspective, the impact on journalism and news dissemination. The role of social media in shaping public opinion and discourse on major issues, e.g., climate change, racial equality. The phenomenon of cancel culture and its consequences. Asian perspective, social media's influence on traditional media and news consumption in Asia. The role of social media in spreading nationalism and state narratives. The intersection of social media, censorship, and freedom of speech in Asian countries. Social media and privacy concerns, Western perspective. Concerns about data privacy, surveillance, and the commercialization of personal data, e.g., GDPR, Facebook scandals. The debate over encryption and government access to social media data. The impact of social media on personal privacy and boundaries. Asian perspective, the tension between privacy and state control in countries like China and India. The cultural acceptance of surveillance in exchange for security and order. The emergence of digital rights movements in Asia advocating for privacy. Social media and globalization. Western perspective. The role of social media in promoting global cultural exchange and understanding. The spread of Western ideals and culture through social media platforms. The backlash against cultural imperialism and the demand for diverse content. Asian perspective. The role of social media in spreading Asian culture globally, e.g., anime, K-dramas. The challenge of balancing global influences with local traditions and values. The impact of social media on regional integration and cross-cultural dialogue in Asia. The future of social media in Western and Asian life. Predictions for the evolution of social media platforms and their impact on society. The potential for new regulations and governance models in both regions. The role of emerging technologies, e.g., AI, VR, in shaping the future of social media. The global convergence or divergence of social media usage patterns in the West and Asia. Conclusion. Recap of key differences and similarities between Western and Asian social media impact. The significance of understanding these differences for global cooperation and communication. Final thoughts on the role of social media in shaping the future of global society. This structure provides a comprehensive approach to analyzing the impact of social media on Western and Asian life.